So we're going to take a look today at ManyChat, which is a great program where you can follow through and take a look at a lot of different options where you can chat automatically, kind of like a chatbot, but used for Messenger, Instagram, whole bunch of different options you can use. So right here, if I'm in here, it gives you some different options you can use. I'm going to jump right here to the automation spot. So this is the automation. Once I'm here in the automation spot, you can see right here, here's one I've used. So when people reach out to me about properties I posted, I'll just open it to give you kind of an example of what it can look like. It opens up here and they click, see anything that has, is this available? Is this property available? And it goes through, it'll automatically set it. You can see I'm going to walk you through how to do these, but this is examples of how to kind of go through either way and do that. So when you go to automations, if you want to stay more organized, right here at the top, it has a new folder and you can call this like Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, new home buyer, renter to buyer, whatever you were doing to make your chat, you can go through and use that to build it. And then once you're in your area and you're ready to go, you're going to click new automation. So again, I went to the top right, I did new automation. And then I like to start from scratch. I find that easier than trying to do their pre-built things. So I'm going to go start from scratch. So the first thing you want to do is have a trigger. So what that means when someone starts, so I'm going to say use comment on my post, or when someone sends you a message, for example, anything that happens. So if you're posting homes, you can use that as a trigger. You can use when someone sends me a message. So there they're going to send me a message, okay? And in these message, I want to have specific keywords as part of my message, as you can see here. So I'm going to put in keyword like listing, like, hey, is this your listing? I might want to put in available. Is this home available? And I spelled it really bad, so I'll fix it. I might want to put in home. Anything that people would reach out on my messenger or messages and ask those questions is what I want to put. Then you can see when it happens there, whenever they send me that kind of message that has listing available for home, then it's going to actually let me send a message. So I just clicked on this box and then right here, it's going to let me type a message. So I'm going to say something like, if I wanted to say the person's name, I can click on these two little weird looking parenthesis things and I can do first name. So it'd be like, hey, Andrew, you know, thank you for reaching out about the home. Okay, and you can see that would be the first message that happens. Now, once they send it up, I want to say something else like, I'm looking forward to work with you. I can hit text again, and that'd be my first little message, and then I can send out a second one. Like right in here, I am looking forward to working with you. Now, I'm doing this as in the real estate type, kind of area, kind of working in as a real estate agent. So you can use this for anything. So then I like to ask simple answer questions where they can say yes, no, this is what I want. You want to do one or two word answers where it's very simple, where you can kind of go through and set up the builder and walk it through so that you can make it work for you. So I might say something, are you working with an agent? And that's my question. And then I'm going to hit a quick reply as a yes. And then you just click off it and then click reply no. So now I have an option. You see these two buttons here, yes or no. So now I can do one of these two things, yes or no. So I'm going to say, are you working with an agent? I'm going to take this line and just kind of drag it up here. See, I clicked and hold and dragged it up. I'm going to go to Messenger. And then I would say something, if they're working with an agent, of course, I can't help them or I can't take an agent's client because that's unethical. So I'd have to make sure that I let them know. And I would say something like, your agent can definitely, blah, 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 blah. Your agent can definitely take care of you. And then I would give my information, here you go, da, 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 da. And then I would send that, if your agent has any issues, please reach out to me. And that would be a simple thing. Now, if they're saying, no, they're not working with an agent, then I would come here and I do the same thing for Messenger. And I would say, great, now you are, make it a little funny. And then if I wanted to put a happy face or an emoji button after that, I just click on this emoji button and then I can do my happy face. And then say, great, now you are working with an agent. And then once they're ready to go with that, I would ask questions, hey, this home is a beautiful home. Do you have time to see in the next few days? And then they would do the same thing. Yes, no. And then I would go through and I would keep building my responses. Now, once it stops, it's done. Now, the good thing you can do here is I can go up to the top and I can go to preview. So if I go here to preview, see, this is where it pops up right now, ready to go. I want to move my little bar out of the way here. Give me 1 second. It says, hi, Andrew. You think you're reaching out about the home. I'm looking forward to working with you. Are you working with an agent? I'm going to say, no, I'm not. Great, now you are. And then it would have the rest of my messages. So you can see it goes through and you can check and go in here and make it work and check your messages and kind of see how they're doing, what they're working with, and how good they are. It's a good way to kind of follow through your messages and check it all out. Now, the other thing you can do if you want to check it, of course, this would be here. It pops up. I can write all these messages out. I could go through when I'm done writing it, check my preview, and then you want to make sure each step. So again, I would have yes, no. If I said, hey, are you looking to buy the home with cash or traditional financing? That would be my step. And then it would say, cash. Right here, after quick reply, the quick reply would say cash. And then I would do another one, and I would say maybe, TF, traditional financing, or I could, put, already pre-approved. Anything you wanted to put in there. And now you see there's 3 different messages here. So if it's a cash buyer, I would put a message this way. Traditional financing, I'd put a message if it's a pre-approval. And depending what button they go, it would walk them through that process where they can see that, and it would kind of cover everything for them. And then they wouldn't have to worry about missing anything or not catching the right button or anything like that. And then they would be good to go. And it's that simple. You just follow the process, go through, answer all that. Now, let's say that, they're working with an agent, and I'm like, great, you are working with an agent. So if they weren't before, if I wanted to add my website in there, like, great, now you are, here's a website to help you start your search as well. I just click add button, and then I would put, maybe my website, and then I would actually go through. I'm just going to grab my website, and I would go through and grab my website and drop it right here where it has, button name, and I'm going to open the website. And there it is. That's my button. Button title, button name is website, and then I'm done. And now my website is right there to help them. I can also throw in an image if I wanted to. Let's say I wanted to talk about like images and say, hey, let me cancel that one. And I wanted to click here. So if you move boxes up and down, you have to move this arrow on the side, up and down like this. So there it is, now my image. So say I want to throw in an image and I want to use a headshot to kind of say hi. I can go here to my headshots, grab my headshot, and I'm good to go. And then there's my headshot. So you can say, hi, this is Andrew, nice to meet you. And then I can go through and tweak it a little bit and edit it and all that kind of stuff. See, there it is right here. And that's what they would see when they see it. And I could shrink that down, whatever I wanted to do. And that would be a good way to add that. I'm going to delete that picture in there. I could add multiple pictures, like check out these cool pictures of the area. I can have a video if I have a certain product I want a video. I can add a file, I can have an audio where I can record things, all that kind is right here. Now, if I wanted to add a delay, say I'm going to do a message here and I want to say something else, I'm just going to say test 2, but I want to make it look like I'm typing between the messages. I would click delay, and then I would use a little side arrow again to drag it between. And then once you click it, I could delay for it as much. I could do 4 seconds, 5, 3, 2, whatever I want the delay to be, like I'm typing something out. And then that delay when you type it out would go through and it would show as a delay on their messenger, and it would pause like you're really typing. And then they wouldn't know that you're not typing. So it's not super complicated once you get into it. The main thing is to, this is great. You can go through and do it. Now, the other thing you can do if you want to in the future, if you want to pay for the pro, you could ask them, hey, what's your, what's your phone number? What's your email? What do you, and then they could give you more direct things instead of waiting for them to type back after the conversation. You could ask for that and it would put it as part of the conversation. And that's with the pro, which is like 15, 20 bucks a month or something. Very inexpensive. I don't know the exact price. I think it's right about 20 bucks a month. And then you would have that. And then the dynamic, of course, you could do some other cool things if you wanted to do that. I just have the free version right now. It is working fine for what I need. And that's just some other options here. So hopefully that helps you out and answers any questions and kind of walks you through the flow here so you can kind of check out ManyChat and kind of see what it's like. It's really neat. It's automated to all your things. If you have any questions, please reach out.